Morning, good morning. Only thing better than a Friday the 13th is a Monday morning the 13th. Good morning, AJ. How are you?
Ooh, is that better?
No, it's not actually. Everyone always preferred. I myself, as a horror Halloween fan, prefer Friday the 13th. I'll take it. That's a good day to wake up.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
nobody likes a Monday.
Monday is never good. Yeah, yeah, it's never
Yeah,
good. But we did have good football, some
we
playoff
did.
football this weekend. So
Yeah, every day of the
five.
weekend. And
We're
one more
technically.
tonight.
I was like, yeah, we're on 4 out of 5 days of it. So yeah, we're watching some right now. Technically, it's still a Sunday night for us. We're watching Bucks Commanders. Lattimore and Mike Evans going at it, and score for score pretty much so far. We got a close game to end off the Sunday recap, but
Yeah, definitely not boring.
no,
Been back
yeah,
and
it's
forth, so
yeah, very
seems
much
like
so. But
seems like whoever has the ball last wins this game.
probably, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's yeah. Unless it's a down scenario, but yeah,
yeah,
dude, Mike Evans talking shit, love it. But yeah, backing this up, our last episode we were live Thursday night for second half of Penn State game. Penn State, of course, lost that game to Notre Dame.
I
And
did.
then Friday night we had Ohio State Texas. So tell me what you saw in Ohio State Texas.
I saw Ohio State dominating a better team. Um, I guess dominating is not a real good word to use, but they just they were better
I was
in
saying
every aspect.
whatever the category right under dominating is where I would put it then because
Yeah,
it's it wasn't.
Texas was there, but they were never in it.
Yeah,
Um,
that felt like that Madden reference I always make, where
yes.
it took everything they had to get down the field, and then Ohio State was like, "All right, cool, watch this,"
Yeah,
and
watch
then
this
now Texas is
screenplay for 80
and
yards.
now Texas is like, "Damn, dude, like I just wanted a minute to breathe, and now I got to go do that whole thing again." It's a
Yeah.
12, 15, 18 play drive, and you're clawing, and like it just you run out of gas when you're playing that
Yeah.
kind of football. Like one little mistake and the game's over. So, but yeah, it started running away from them.
Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, Ohio State just a better team in general.
Yeah,
Um,
and
now they get
makes
to
me
play
nervous
Notre
though.
Dame.
Yeah, it makes me nervous. Yeah, I don't like that they play Notre Dame. I'm hoping Notre Dame pulls it out now. I mean, I have no really affiliation, positive or negative, with Notre Dame. So at this point, like, I'm hoping they just dominate. But yeah, I don't have a ton of faith.
Yeah.
I just
I'm right there with you. If Ohio State plays how they can play, they win the game.
by a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's.
Um,
But if we get a
but
Michigan game, if we get a fluke
yeah.
Michigan game, there's a chance. There's no reason
Yeah.
Notre Dame can't show up and play some good football and
Yeah.
get it done. But
You certainly
yeah,
got to play
we've
the game. I
yeah.
think it's interesting though. Did you see all this stuff about the money that Notre Dame's getting?
Oh yeah, and it usually gets split between the conference, but for
Conference,
them it goes directly to
20
them.
mil
So yeah,
directly in their pocket.
yeah, that
Yeah.
is kind of crazy. And again, that's I'm all for it. Everyone, like, I think it's Franklin that said it too, like taking a stab at it. But like I hate how it's all set up. Like the money is always a problem to begin with, but at least if there's structure and some money and cap limits and things like that involved, like
Yeah.
the NFL, like it's a business. So pretending that college athletics aren't a business and that they're actual just students that happen to play sports, like so sick of it. Like, well, technically, like we all know what's going on. Like
Right.
let's treat it like a business. Let's get things in order. And yeah, people in conferences, people in divisions, division winners for playoffs and things like that. Like, yeah, I think it's time. I think the 12 league playoff really might be like the catalyst for it, of like, all right, do we keep gearing things like the NFL and stop making it pick your own schedule and all this other dumb shit? Like, I'm hoping, I know I'm dreaming, I know that's a pipe dream, but it's because the money will still be there. They can still get their sponsorships and TV deals and all that stuff. I just want it to make sense, because yeah, like that
Yeah.
does not make sense. Like Notre Dame makes it like they're basically like they made it, but like now they have the most cap space in a way because they got money to
Right.
spend. So like they're gonna be better next year. Like they got bread. So like yeah, it's just it's a crazy scenario and how it all plays out. But
Yeah, I think that's the crazy part is that there's so much that goes into it. Like they are set up to succeed in this system
yeah,
because now they get all the money. They make their own schedule so they can basically guarantee wins.
and they'll
And
never be a conference winner, so they'll always have that five
what
seed,
they
which is
what
like a cake spot.
right, but on top of that, they never even have to worry about losing in the conference game.
Right, yeah, they don't have a
Yeah.
conference championship. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's an extra week off for them before the playoffs start. Like,
right.
yeah, they do have
It's
a lot of
just
advantages at this point.
yeah, it's
Oof.
almost unfair.
I don't like it.
But on the other hand, they're taking all the risk by because if they don't make it, they don't get any of that money, and now you're out all
Yeah.
that money. So
Yeah.
I guess I get it. No risk,
Yeah,
no
you don't,
reward.
yeah, you
It
don't have
happened to
the
work out
coffers to
this
play
first year,
backup,
so
but
good for them.
20
But
million is a hell of a lot though.
um,
That lasts you a few years at least. So yeah, I mean, that as an independent
yeah,
school, that's yeah, that'll pay for a few things for a couple of years. So,
yeah, exactly.
but yeah, so yeah, hoping for Notre Dame. When is that game?
The
The ninth,
20th
the 20th. So
next Monday.
next Monday. That's right. Yeah, I always forget that they do their championship games on Mondays. But yeah, all right. So next Monday we gotta lock that in then. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll be locked in and watching it. But
Oh, Tampa
on to the
Bay
big boys.
touchdown. Yeah, we'll start with I guess Saturday. We'll go right in order.
Yeah.
Texans beat the Chargers 32-12.
Are you sure
Uh,
that game was first? The Texans Saturday 4:30. Does that sound right?
yeah, it does sound right every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. Does that sound right?
Every year they make the playoffs. Herbert throws 4 interceptions and bails out Houston, who was already at 3 turnovers themselves.
Yep. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, neither team really looked fantastic. Like the 32-12 score doesn't really give it away. Like it wasn't like the Texans were the early season Texans that they appeared to be. Like
right.
it felt like they really didn't run away with this game. It's just that the Chargers just kept handing them mistakes, and that they had that dumb blocked punt or kick or whatever it was, where the
Yeah.
kicker just smacks it 'cause it's a live ball. And again,
Yeah. That
that's
was
another one
the
where it's like,
extra point.
yes, yeah, and again,
Yeah.
it's another one where like I've played Madden. That's a live ball, dog. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
like that was another one where, like, growing up, you just assume that every NFL player has read the rule book from start to finish and in backwards and in different languages.
Yeah.
Like, there is not a rule or subsection or a bylaw that every player, top to bottom, doesn't know. And then as you get older, like, there are legitimately dudes that are just like the thing about Brett Favre asking like, "What's it mean when they say dime and nickel?" Like after like 4 or 5 seasons in the league, like, huh? That does not even make sense. Like
Yeah.
I cannot comprehend doing that when I'm 8 playing Madden and I'm like, all right, no, nickel defense here for sure. Like that is crazy to me that there are people that are in there that don't have like that lingo down. But obviously, it's not required. You don't need it. If you can
Yeah.
run the ball, if you can catch, if you can tackle, if you can cover, like. You just kind of like Gronk, like, what's the play? Read that back to me after they erase the whiteboard. And he's like, I don't know, man. Just give me the ball, and I'm gonna make some people miss. Like that. Like you do need some of those guys,
Yeah.
but yeah.
No,
So
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. But yeah, so yeah. The Texans, yeah, they did not look how they should have looked, and yeah, but yeah, they get away with the win though, and 32-12. That's yeah. It was an unfortunate day for the Chargers. And I hate seeing Harbaugh sad. It like makes me sad inside. Like seeing him look defeated on the sideline makes me sad as a person. I'm like, no, I want him to feel better.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. But like the Texans just won them games themselves a trip to Kansas City, so not
Yeah.
sure how much they really won.
Yeah, you
But
going on vacation to the tundra.
yeah,
That's something for AJ, not anybody else. Yeah, AJ wants to bring his fishing gear. That's about it.
pretty much, yeah. The only takeaway I really had from this game was Lab McConkey set the rookie receiving record for a single playoff game with 197 yards, which is just bonkers.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
just
Especially
wild.
for a white guy. Yeah, it's insane. As yeah, we're good with you. That's yeah, he's been lighting it up all year though, and that's
He
they
has,
have the offense kind
absolutely.
of built for that kind of role. But yeah, it's nice to see. I mean, it's odd though too because it's a Harbaugh run first kind of team, but then yeah,
Yeah,
you get him open based on that. Like you do those kind of things, you get him open for those kind of throws. So
yeah,
but yeah, then on to Saturday night, the primetime game in Baltimore. The Steelers come in. They had who was it? Ben Roethlisberger and Ray Lewis doing the pregame like little
yeah,
speeches and stuff. So, like that was sick to see. And they had Ray Lewis kind of like run out on the field and everything, do the dance, and so, yeah, it was super fun to see. I wish the Ravens would have wore the All Blacks. As soon as I saw them in the purple, I was like, oh, they're gonna lose. Like they're definitely gonna lose this game. Like they should have wore the All Blacks on a Saturday night. That's crazy, but maybe they're saving them. But yeah, I mean,
I
yeah,
don't
they
think they're allowed to wear
I
alternate
know it's
jerseys in the
stupid.
playoffs.
I hate
Yeah,
it. It's stupid. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I hate it all. See, rules like that are stupid. Like college football can pick their schedule and do all this other dumb shit and hoard $20 million, but they can't pick their jerseys. Like, yeah, I hate it.
you can't wear
Um,
socks that are below your knees. You
yeah,
can't
that's
wear
it's
hoodies
silly.
underneath
Remember the
your
year with the
jersey.
cleats? Remember the cleat year
Yeah,
when everyone was wearing different cleats and all the fundraisers, and everyone was paying the fines and teams were doing it, and yeah, that was it was just so dumb. It was like
yeah,
and like taunting, like that's another one, like random side tangent, but like taunting, like Burrow said it a few weeks ago, where like I don't mind, like if a guy lights me up, like let him say a little shit, like let him talk to me, get in my face a little bit, because like when I score, I want to get in his face too. Like if you don't like it, don't let me score. Like that, I stand by that in a lot of these things where like scoring in basketball when you're up, scoring in football, whatever, running the score up. Like, if you don't like it, don't let them score. Like, that's just all there is to it. Like, if you don't like it, don't let them score. And so, like, taunting is the same thing. Like, if you don't want that guy talking shit, don't let him do things to talk shit to you. Like, stop him
Yeah.
from doing such things. So, yeah, that's yeah.
All
Like,
right.
taunting, like, to a degree, that's me, like, getting in, like, doing it too much and getting, like, too physical or whatever, that's one thing. But, like, just being able to, like, showboat a little bit, like, it's just goofy that. But again, like, the cleats, like, the NFL just worries about the wrong shit. Like,
Yes.
they get so focused on wanting to, like, target and count unsportsmanlike and then getting disqualified and all that shit. And it's like, worry about other shit. Like, worry about other stuff that matters.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so the Ravens, they beat the Steelers 28-14. Lamar Jackson is amazing. It's
Derrick
incredible to
Henry.
watch. Derrick
Dude,
Henry
those two.
is
They
a
had
big
like
boy.
100 rushing yards in the first quarter or something like that.
Dude, Derek hit that
Like,
opening at one point, and it just was like it looked like you're playing a video game and you hit like a turbo boost. Like
yeah.
he hit the gap and just like separated from everyone. Like people were closing, and I was like, oh, those two linebackers are gonna close that gap in time. Not even close. Like they were not
Right.
even remotely close to getting there in time. So yeah, it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, it just I'm now rooting for the Ravens really in the AFC, like because I mean the Bills too. Like I wouldn't mind seeing the Bills go since they beat the Broncos and like getting Josh Allen in there. But yeah, I think it would be so fun to see
I
Lamar
think
Jackson in a Super Bowl.
I think we can speak for America on this one. Anybody but the Chiefs.
Anybody but the Chiefs. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, that's yeah. If the Texans want to make a run, like I'm fucking all for it. Like go CJ Stroud. Like I'm not up on them because I don't believe in them. But if they make
Right.
it, fucking go for it. Like
Yeah.
let's get it done. But yeah, at this point, I'm just kind of rooting for the Ravens. So I think it'd be fun to see Lamar Jackson in a Super Bowl and just kind of seeing how that would play out. But
That would be interesting for sure.
yeah,
But yeah, my takeaway from this game was the Steelers. I don't know. I don't know if they just lost their confidence or
yeah, just
what.
flat.
But 5 game losing streak to close the season. I mean, look, my Birds did it last year, so I get it. I understand. Uh,
6 straight playoff losses for Tomlin, though.
I get it.
That's tough. Like
Yeah.
that 6 playoff appearances and then an immediate bounce is a tough day.
So I've kind of lived this life with Andy Reid, and we got rid of him, and then he ended up in Kansas City.
Yeah,
So
it is.
I'm not sure that the grass is always greener.
No, yeah.
I mean, to
I
be
was
fair, we
thinking
did
about
get a
that.
Super Bowl too after that, but
Yeah.
Andy Reid went and got 4 now.
Yeah.
So
It's almost fucking 5. Like, yeah, it is. It really is a point where it's like, it just feels like maybe, like, it's just like, it's not you, it's not me, it's just like this chemistry is not there. Like,
Right.
Tomlin can go somewhere else and win a Super Bowl. The Steelers have a team that can bring in another coach and win a Super Bowl. Like, there's no reason that they can't. But I did hear that he has a no trade clause, so he can't get traded anywhere he doesn't want to go.
right.
But again, there's been coaches traded in the past. The fucking Broncos traded for Sean Payton, so like I know that all too well as well. So like, there's nothing that says that like if he's just like, oh yeah, this ain't it. You guys don't want me to run it. I want to get traded to a decent team, or I'm gonna walk. You pay me my money, but
I forget who it was. I heard on one of the pre games today about a potential trade, Mike Tomlin for Mike McCarthy in Dallas.
yeah, see that like that
So
would be
that would be interesting. I'll tell you what, I don't want to see Dallas with Mike Tomlinson.
no
I don't.
hell no
I
hell no
certainly
yeah,
don't.
no you do not that's a rough that
He
because
could
all of a
stay in the
sudden
AFC. That
all
would be
of a
great.
sudden Dak is an all pro quarterback, great like tying.
I'm not
Josh Allen
too
and
worried
Lamar
about that, but their defense,
just-
I think,
yeah,
would
defense true
become
yeah.
insane.
See, I don't know because I just again though it's just like I think it's like a culture thing. Like Dallas, I think has just been like this like pop star.
Dallas
place
is a
for
Jerry
so long.
Jones problem.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah,
that's
and
one
I
of those
think
ones
that's
like
why
Jerry
Mike
Jones
Tomlin wouldn't go
would
there.
never. He would never unless Jerry Jones is like, I have 11 minutes before I die. Do you want this job? And Tom was like, all right, yeah, that's fine. Like, I'll take it. Like, if I'm working for Steven Jones and not Jerry, like, I'll do it. But yeah, I think
I don't know.
like Big Cat always talks about that with like the Bears. Like, they refuse to hire a head coach that's like bigger than the Bears. They haven't done it since Ditka, and he was a problem because everyone loved him more than the Bears. So
Right.
anytime they wanted to fire him, they were the bad guys, and so they purposely like he always jokes like the owners of the Bears just don't care about football. Like they just like they don't like this is just a business that like they inherited. Like they're just like this fucking thing I gotta manage. Like which is crazy. But again, it's one of those things as a kid, I'm like, everybody that owns a football team has got to be a die-hard, loving team. But no, it might just be like some annoying inheritance that they have, which is insane. But
Right.
But anyway, yeah. So like they just keep hiring these nobody coaches, and that's yeah. I don't see Jerry Jones bringing in somebody that's going to challenge him on things or whatever. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Tomlin can go. There was a couple of teams that got mentioned, and I was like, yeah, that would not be good to see Tomlin in those areas. Like for me, the Raiders is the worst. Like that is terrifying if Tomlin goes to the Raiders, because then I've got Andy Reid, Jim Harbaugh, and Mike fucking Tomlin. Sure, we have Sean Payton, but like that is
Yeah.
not the place I want to be. Like the AFC West immediately becomes a fucking the chess master tournament of the world. Like I do not want
Wow.
to play in that
That would
division.
be a
Yeah,
wild division.
Tomlin, Reed, Harbaugh, and Payton is insane. And that's it.
Yeah.
Like we, and again, if the Raiders get a quarterback, we then are still, no matter how good he is, like fighting our tooth and nail to try to get from fourth to third or second, because Mahomes and Herbert are probably 1, 2 pretty clear cut. So like we're fighting with Shador to get solid third place quarterback in the division. Like, yeah. That's hopefully. I mean, hopefully he can outplay Herbert, but if not, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
I saw Tomlin to the Raiders. It was just like, please no. So yeah, I know your pain. I'm feeling him to the Cowboys. I get it.
That would be wild. Uh,
Yeah,
Speaking of head coaching moves, the Patriots announced today Mike
as
Vrabel,
expected.
head coach to New England.
Yep.
So I guess good for him. I think that's a good pick.
Yeah,
Um,
100%. Yeah, I think
I
it's a
mean,
solid remarry, and they
yeah,
are already. The rumor had already started that Josh McDaniels could be back as offensive coordinator, because Vrabel, obviously being a
right.
linebacker, as a defensive guy, like he wants to run the defense and get them to be an insane Patriots defense again. So
Yeah,
you bring in Josh McDaniels, who really actually did know what he was doing. When every time he's with New England, he does well. When he leaves, he does poorly. So
right.
maybe yeah, if he stays with New England and gets back with Vrabel, and him and Vrabel kick it off. It's like an old school Patriots kind of thing. Like yeah, maybe they do bring back a little dynasty vibes, but
I hope
yeah.
not.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I hope not. I hope it flops. Like Vrabel's cool, and I want to see him do well, but not too well. Like yeah, you can go 500 or so, but I don't want to see a Patriots dynasty again.
Yeah,
Patriots dynasty and a Chiefs dynasty, like I'm done with those two. Like that, those two have had their turns. Like I would rather see like a Jags dynasty at this point. I want them to win five
Jags
Super
dynasty.
Bowls.
Wouldn't that be wild?
Yeah, I'd rather see that than Chiefs or Patriots take it over again and continue. So I'm stalling because I don't want to get to Sunday, but yeah, Sunday 1 p.m. Dude, I had like it was so dumb. I just like I had it was just like after we beat the Colts, I had like this little glimpse of like, well maybe, and then we lost two in a row, and then we're fighting for a playoff spot. The Chiefs let us in, and then we were up 7-3, and then down 10-7. And then missed the fucking field goal, hit it off the fucking upright, then doink, and then right then I was just like, Preston looks over because I was with Preston today at a birthday party, and he looks over and was like, "How are they doing?" And I was like, he goes, "Your face does not look good." And I was like, "We just kicked in and bounced off the upright to close out the half." And he was like, "Ooh," and I was like, "We're down 10-7." And he was like, "That's not bad." And I was like, "It feels worse than 10-7." And that's pretty much how this game felt. It was like 10-7. It
Yeah,
didn't even feel like that. Like it just felt like the Bills were out partying last night and needed a little bit to get warmed up. Like they were not taking this game seriously at all. Like
yeah,
we were fighting for everything that first drive. We throw this amazing touch, and we're not fighting for everything. It was like 2 or 3 plays, but then after that,
right.
fighting for everything and could not get into the end zone. So they let us up just one slip of a touchdown, and then that's it. So
I mean, you have to have some hope, though.
yeah, I mean, yeah, like our team
Like,
is. So again, my worry still is the Bo Nix ceiling. And again, I'm a believer now though that we may end up putting together a good enough team that it doesn't matter. Like that is where I have the hope. That is my glimmer of hope, is that I'm not getting a Peyton Manning, I'm not getting a Drew Brees, I'm not getting a Tom Brady, I'm not getting an Aaron Rodgers. Like that isn't there, but I am gonna potentially get like a game managing quarterback that can win me a Super Bowl, which like I am totally cool with.
eh,
Like a Ryan Fitzpatrick-y kind of guy. Like if that's what Bo Nix turns out to be, like I'm for it. So yeah, that's yeah, because yeah, I mean yeah, if we get to the Super Bowl, I'll take it. So that's all I really care about. But watching player agility Tutter's hilarious. But yeah, so just yeah, it felt like we were in it for a moment, and then just obviously we're not. The Bills just run away with it. They were out there just having fun today. So yeah, but good for them though. They're a solid team. They're well coached and they're good on both sides of the ball. So yeah, good for them. Um, Surprised that they didn't actually beat us by more. This is kind of what I expected, but also again exactly what I thought was going to happen. I was like, oh well, even if they do make the playoffs, we're going to get dog walked by some good team. Like we're not that guy, pal. And it turned out we were not that guy, pal. So
yeah,
yeah,
I definitely get that. But
yeah,
I,
yeah. It was
I don't
fun.
know. There was
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of hope for
Yeah,
Denver
it is. Yeah,
given
yeah, we
given the
and our cap
situation you're
space
in.
gets better every year
That's what I
now.
was
Like we can
just
bring
looking
in
up.
vets. We was it? Yeah, yeah.
Next year you have 32 million and
We had 50 this year,
dead
so
for
yeah, it's a
from
significant increase. So
yeah.
yeah, we're on our way there. But I mean, yeah, we
Oh,
got Bo Nix on a 4 year deal. So like, even if he's our stunt quarterback for the next 4 years, and then we bring in some other vet again, like we do another Peyton, because like we promised Tebow was going to be the guy, and then Peyton was available, and it was a no brainer. So like Bo Nix
yeah.
could be promised the guy, and then we build an amazing team around him, and then some legitimate vet becomes available, and we're like, well, I mean, fucking Lamar Jackson, like he's on the table, so. But I mean, yeah, I've always dreamt of Lamar in Denver. That's just always been a little dream of mine. But
I don't know if you'll ever see that,
yeah,
but
never,
good
never,
luck.
never gonna see that. But yeah, Baltimore will never not pay him his money. So,
Um,
um,
yeah, it
all right.
looks better.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have a
yeah. Our
little bit
cap
of
gets
room
better.
this year.
Yeah, yeah. Our cap gets better each year, little by little. But yeah, we'll eventually stop paying Russell Wilson everything we have. So, all right. Tell me about your Eagles. About your Eagles.
Sorry, I was just finalizing the cap space. You guys have 58 million in cap space next year, which is 14th in the league.
Nice. We were negative 60 million this year.
Yeah, so
So yeah, $120 million swing. Thanks for us.
yeah, I don't
Dangerous.
know who all you guys have to pay this year, like going into next year,
Probably
but
nobody crazy because we already signed Garrett Bowles. We don't have to sign Bo Nix. We don't have to sign Pat Sertan. We don't have to sign Nick Benito. Like we'll probably end up losing a guy or two, but we're gonna have bread to spend, so that's
yeah,
cool. Cortland Sutton actually might be the one that's coming due. It might be his
yeah, I
time.
was just looking at his.
Yeah, Cortland Sutton might be the one. Marvin Mims maybe too. Actually, no, I think he's still 2 year, 3 year. Cortland's probably at the end of his rookie deal though, so we probably gotta pay him. Unless we did extend him 2 years, which is possible.
Cortland's 30.
He is an old head. He's old as hell.
Damn.
Yeah, he
I
feels like
feel
a
like
young
he like
receiver,
just
and
got
he's
into the
not.
league
No,
and
yeah,
he's
that's I
not.
feel now that
I
I'm
mean, he
thinking about
did
it
just
too.
get in the
Yeah,
league, but like,
yeah, he did. He still has only been in for a few years, but
yeah.
yeah, he's an old head.
Sheesh.
Hey, he's 29. He's 29.
Oh, sorry. He'll be 20. He'll be
Yeah,
30 and
he's
yeah,
29. Give my guy an extra year.
whatever. Anyways,
Whatever. Yeah, 2018 draft is crazy. Yeah, seven. Damn. So yeah, he's been in 7 years. So, yeah, he's definitely out of his rookie deal. So yeah, we did extend him.
yeah.
Yeah, we might not
Um,
have too many people come and do this year.
yeah, my Eagles. Fly Eagles fly, I guess.
I guess.
They come out fumbled. Well, the Packers come out and fumble the opening kickoff. Oh, what are you sighing about?
Actually, isn't as bad as I thought. We really our Broncos key free agents going into 2025 really is Javante Williams,
Okay.
linebacker Cody Barton, wide receiver Lil Jordan
Ooh.
Humphrey, punter Riley Dixon, a couple of yeah, like no one insane on this list, like Zach Wilson and Jared Stidham. So we're gonna lose both of our backup quarterbacks this year, which isn't a
Oh
big deal. So
no.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Who cares? Yeah, so yeah, Zach Wilson will stop sleeping with everybody's mom. But yeah, so that's actually sweet. So yeah, we got to pay Javante Williams. We're gonna have some money to do it. We can bring in another player or two. So yeah, I mean the Broncos
Plus
could
the
definitely
draft.
be. Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
hit
The
you
Bron-
hit
yeah,
guy or two in the draft, and
yeah, and I believe we do still have most of our picks. We gave up some for Russ, but I don't think we gave up everything. So but yeah. Anyway, all right, yeah.
let's
Take me
see.
away.
So the Packers come out, they fumble the opening kickoff. I'm going nuts. We get the touchdown right off the bat to
Oh, I
Jahan
was like,
Dotson, so
Jesus
I can't
Christ. Yeah,
imagine how many
yeah.
people he screwed over.
Redskins. Yeah, yeah.
Um, like how many people do you think lost money because he scored the first touchdown?
Dude,
You
how
know,
many people?
nobody
Yeah,
bet Jahan
I was
Dotson.
just saying, how many people do you think retired today because they did bet? They said I'll throw $100 and just on. I said, what the fuck? Who cares? And they won $21,000. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I can't imagine he was high on that list because everyone was assuming Saquon was gonna have 3 touchdowns and used it. I saw that as like the bold predictions, like Saquon going nuts with it, and yeah, it did. Yeah, it
I
didn't happen. But yeah,
was looking
it did feel
from.
like you guys were gonna run away from that game right away. It was like, oh boy, like an opening fumble, and a touchdown immediately just is never bodes well for the opposing team.
Yeah. And so they did it, but then they didn't do anything after that. The defense played excellent, which thank God. And honestly, I'm not sure that if it wasn't for injuries to the Packers, that we would have won that game.
Honestly, it didn't
They
feel.
just, I felt like after every play, they just kept getting injured.
Yeah,
Um, and like it was just kind of like there for the Eagles to take, and I guess to their credit they did towards the end. But it just felt wrong. Uh, and that makes me nervous because we're either going to be playing Tampa Bay or the winner of tomorrow night's game. And I'm not sure that you can do that against either of those teams.
No, and
Which I
almost like you
guess,
said, and almost like you said, you really can't even do it against the Packers. They just happen
right,
to like be dying on every
right,
play. And it
yeah.
just they weren't themselves today, which is
Yeah, they lost like
it.
their top three wide
Yeah, and
receivers, and then their
I will say
running
like
back. And
I'm rooting for the Eagles for you, but biases aside, like it's unfortunate for the Packers and their fan base. Like they had such a good season and like kept it together all year, and then just like did not show
yeah,
up well enough today. So like that sucks to see that.
it's
But
not
of
even that they
course,
didn't show up. They did show up, but they just all got hurt.
that's what I mean. Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
unfortunate.
yeah.
So,
The backups couldn't produce the same product basically, and so
yeah.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, the starters stepping out. Yeah, that puts a tough toll on them. But
But yeah, I'm super nervous about Jake Elliott. He's been missing kicks all year, and
that's
like
yeah.
he missed an extra point tonight, and like
Divisional rounds become close games. And
yeah,
a field goal matters. That's yeah. It's honestly, it's not that we were gonna beat the Bills, but like call it some momentum. Like into the half, we
right,
kick that game. We're tied with the Bills. Like oh shit, like there's a little bit of swagger we have, and instead
yeah,
we doink it off, and it's like here we fucking go.
yeah.
And so like I'm sure the whole locker room is like Jesus Christ. But so yeah, it could be anything with a kick. But
So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Look, the moral of the story is whoever we play has to come to Philadelphia, and that's
facts.
not an easy place to play. It
No.
could be super cold. It could be fairly warm. Looking at the weather.
Yeah.
So like, I we'll see what happens. I'm
Yeah,
I'm here
and
for
at
it,
the end,
but
no matter
also
what, yeah, you guys are rooting
as
against the Lions then too, so you retain home field.
as
Taking
always,
NFC
I
championship.
am prepared to be disappointed.
Yes,
Um,
about it.
that
I'm
is
prepared to be let my feelings be hurt again.
yeah, that is my statement as an Eagles fan.
Yeah. Your one-off
Um,
reference that you haven't seen.
yeah,
That
absolutely.
about it. Ready to be hurt again.
Yeah. The Dallas Goddard stiff arm though was a sick
Yes,
play.
that was insane.
That was just like a manly NFL play.
Those are the ones you love
Um,
to see. That shows up in one of the NFL compilations, 2025 season in 20 years when you're watching. You're
yeah.
like, I remember that play. I
Yep.
remember that. That was why he hit that dude.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I close my eyes. Tebow, Demarius, catch, turn, stiff, 20-yard line, gone.
Yeah.
Like I can see the whole.
Oh
play in
yeah,
my
you
head.
can watch
Demarius,
it over and
I
over
can
again.
see
Yeah.
it in my head, the whole thing, like Ike trailing, just reaching and just having a stiff arm in the chin. Like yeah, I can see the whole play in my head. So yeah,
Yeah.
that Goddard play will stick with you forever because that's it's just one where you're just like, yeah, I remember seeing that shit.
Yeah. And
Put
then
that man in the
AJ
dirt.
Brown gets caught reading a book on the sidelines. He said after the game it's not the first time. I guess it's just the first time he's been caught, and
I don't know
he
about
apparently
that.
takes it to every game with him. Which,
Yeah,
like,
you
to
said
be
that.
fair,
I
the
did a
book
little
does look
googling.
pretty worn out.
I guess, but I feel like it's got to be some kind of plug or something. He had a sponsorship or something. Like I did a little googling, and it doesn't really seem like anything, but I feel odd that it's the first time anybody's caught that. Like not a single person on any camera has been like that NFL player's reading a book right now. Like no one's picked up on that yet. Like I don't know, that feels a little sus.
It
but I
did.
guess maybe.
It did make me laugh though, because Tom Brady was like, "I've seen a lot of things, like a quarterback eating a hot dog, but I've never seen a guy reading a
Joe
book."
Montana called his wife. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of shit. Like, Brady's like, I used to break tablets. Like,
Yeah.
he's fucking ripped up papers and yelled at Jeff Saturday. But, like, yeah, reading a book is kind of wild.
Yeah, so I don't know. It cracked me up, and then afterwards, there's comments. You can go check them out yourself. The comments
they're
on
solid.
Amazon for this book are apparently already being taken over by Philly guys. So like Philadelphia being Philadelphia things,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Oh, that's definitely illegal contact. They got away with
yeah.
one there.
Yeah, he wrapped his arms.
Yeah. But a win's a win, and we kind of just wait and see who we play now. See how this game goes, and depending on the outcome, we may be playing the winner of tomorrow night, or we get the Bucks. So we'll see. Buccaneers win, they come to Philadelphia. Otherwise, we get the winner of tomorrow night's game. So
Yeah, an Eagle Commander NFC Championship game would be wild as hell, but I definitely would rather
that
see
would be
like an Eagle Lion, Eagle Viking.
interesting.
Yeah,
You think the
like that.
Commanders could beat the Lions?
No, but what if? What if?
right? Yeah, they got to play the
Yeah,
games.
yeah,
So
yeah. What if? But yeah, this game is still working out. Yeah, it's a solid game right now. We have Tampa Bay up 17-13.
yeah, with the ball at their own end zone, with
Very
their
much so
backs to their
too.
own end zone,
Yeah,
I should
back,
say.
yeah, very
13
much so
minutes
up in their
left.
own end zone.
Um, yeah, we'll see what happens. I did sneak in a little bet. The Commanders went up
Mm-hmm.
7-3. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was 7-3. The Commanders were up, and they changed the live odds to like plus 170 something for the Bucks to win. So I snuck in a little $10 bet.
there you go.
Um, it's like, yeah, we'll see them.
Trust in the Buccaneers. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
feel like
do.
I feel like they're just kind of more like the veteran team. Like they've been here before. Like they
Right.
know what to do. Oh my God, Michael Evans,
Yeah.
Michael Smithsonian Evans.
Did you just
That
see
dude's
him
a
reach back?
yes.
Okay.
Jesus
Wow,
Christ.
you're behind me for once. This is wild.
Am I?
Yeah.
I might not be refreshed. Don't be hating.
I know you said that, and I was like,
Am I like
are we
way
watching the same
behind?
play? No, only like maybe 10 seconds or so.
10 seconds.
Unless you were watching a replay of it. But yeah.
No, I think I saw it live.
Yeah, I'm at 12 minutes now.
Yeah, me too. Okay, okay, I had to refresh.
Oh.
I was like, oh, yeah, ball down. Oh no.
Oh, Baker.
Oh, don't punch the ground, Baker. You just broke his knuckle.
The turnover. That's what you can't
Apple
do.
turnovers for Bobby Wagner.
Yep.
Yeah, like that timeout at halftime too. Like that was a crazy scenario too. Like Baker wasting 10 seconds on a timeout was such a waste. Todd Bowles
Yeah.
pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be too. I think he bounced. I don't even know if that was Baker's fault. Look at the receiver ran into it. Whoever was
Yeah.
cutting across bumped into it.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Is that
was Baker's
McMillan?
fault. Yeah, that was Baker though. He didn't even have a grip on it when he was leaning back.
Yeah.
He should have. He tried to commit to the fake, but didn't even have a handle on the ball.
Yeah.
Tough.
That could be the difference in this game. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, and I mean I don't know. The Commanders were just in the red zone and couldn't get it done, so here they are again.
13 fumbles. Sheesh.
Tied for the most. Is that just this season? Oh, 2024.
Yeah. Anyways, this will be a fun game.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
Yeah, and then tomorrow night we get the.
Yeah, of course we forgot to mention that's down in Arizona. Cardinals.
Oh,
sending
yeah.
up planes and buses and whatever else, bringing down cats and dogs and chickens and kids and family members and whatever the hell else is there. And yeah, we were talking about it today. It feels so weird whenever like crazy things happen or whatever. Like life is crazy and you see crazy shit online, but then like when you see like celebrities and shit who like have unlimited money and being like displaced and like trying to fight for their lives and moving their
Right.
kids around and panicked about how they're gonna get out and posting videos online of like fire and winds on shit outside their house. That's like, oh fuck, okay, yeah, there really is shit out there like you just cannot control. So like,
Yeah.
that's super wild. But football related anyway. That's the Cardinals setting up planes and buses and whatever else to help the Rams get down to Phoenix is pretty sweet. That's get to see them play there. It sucks for the Rams. You get to lose out on a little bit of home field advantage, especially in such a sick ass brand new stadium. But it is what it is. You still get to play some foosball. And
What's the name of Arizona Stadium? Because I saw it was sponsored by the one company that no longer insures in California for wildfires.
oh shit, is it?
Yeah.
It's in Glendale. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Cardinals Stadium.
State Farm
is-
Stadium.
I think that is State Farm, the one that everyone was talking about.
It's one of them, yeah, that apparently stopped.
That canceled all their fire insurance
Yeah.
and shit. I saw a meme earlier where it said, heard that insurance companies canceled the fire insurance, and it shows like the Batman light in the air, and it's Luigi Mangalone or whatever that kid's name is up there. The kid that shot the healthcare CEO.
Oh.
It has him up on the red light. It was like, we need you. Like, this is your time to shine, dog. Find the insurance company that did this. This is you. We need you. We're calling you with the bat light.
Yeah. I do feel for all those people in California.
Yeah, it
absolutely
sucks, yeah.
terrible. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the internet finds humor in anything.
Oh yeah,
and-
that's how I.
Yeah.
Like if I can't do, what else am I gonna do about it?
Right.
Like, might as well laugh about it. Especially for me too. I'm always one where it's like, I've been down bad, and like I still find ways to laugh at it. So don't tell me
Yeah,
I can't laugh at other situations where people are down bad. Like
right,
I'm not clowning someone or laughing at them for being displaced. It's like, yeah, but like finding humor in it and using that kind of a joke.
right,
Like I saw that, laughed out loud about like Luigi up on a fucking bat light was hysterical. I was like, that's funny as fuck. Because
yeah,
like, yeah, it's not about the people with the houses. It's about the
right.
dickhead insurance people and all that kind of thing. So,
3rd and 6,
oh, I
fourth
almost
and
got
two.
swarmed. Yep. Yep.
Sorry, bud.
Yet
That's not an
again. Yeah.
interception. That's gonna go. That's gonna be a tie. It'll go to the receiver.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy
Must have
did drop a
popped
bag
out.
though. That ref did drop a bag. I think he was just holding his spot of where the ball goes. I always
Interesting
enjoy
part was Eckler.
in these situations. I always enjoy watching the refs on the outside and seeing what they're doing.
Oh, I love watching everything. I love watching everything. Oh. No, yeah, that'll be receiver. Yeah,
Yeah,
if that gets
50-50
reviewed, depending
ish.
what they called on the field, they called a catch on the field.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They called
yeah,
it
yeah.
fourth down
Yeah,
on the field.
there's no way they're getting. Yeah,
Yeah, that's 50-50 going to the
yeah,
ground.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Um,
maybe not legitimately 50-50, but that's what's going to get called. Right?
right,
If
yeah.
it's receiver. So, oh
Here we
man,
go.
big
Fourth
fourth down.
down.
Big fourth down. Fourth and
10
two.
minutes left.
Hut hut. Oh,
To the end zone. Touchdown.
oh
Scary
man.
Terry.
He had a wild catch earlier too, like that
He's had a lot of them.
short. Yeah, he had a crazy catch on the sideline.
Yeah.
I don't know. We got a pissed off Baker now, though. I'm all for this. This is lit. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
So yeah, the Commanders just scored. That makes it 19-17 with pending an extra point. Tomorrow night we have the Vikings traveling to Glendale, Arizona, where the Rams will be traveling to. Sorry, my dog just scared me. To take on the Rams in
Hey, G, we're recording.
Arizona.
I don't care if somebody broke in. You better keep your focus. You need to focus on the task
Excuse
at
me,
hand.
sir. Hold on.
Yeah. Hold on. My wallet's in my pocket. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Shh, I'm live right now.
There you go.
Do you not see the on-air light above me? Imagine
Yeah.
just an intruder walking in and being like, "Oh shit, sorry, I'll be back later. My bad. My bad. You're like,
Can you come back later, please?
Yeah, I'm fucking recording right now. That's actually a hysterical skit. I need to reach out to Shane Gillis. Buddy, I got an idea for you for streaming skits.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, tomorrow night, yeah.
So it should be a good game.
Yeah,
Very
it'll be a solid
interesting.
game. Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
you think the Rams can beat the Vikings?
I
Is Sam Darnold shooketh?
that is actually something quickly to touch on. Was one of the biggest takeaways I had from that thing you sent me of if every one score game was flipped this season.
Oh, I forgot about that entirely.
I looked at it a couple of times. The Bengals being 12-5 is a big one. The Ravens are 12-5, would stay 12-5. They blew out everybody or they got blown out. Love that. Bengals lost a bunch of close games. Jacksonville Jaguars would have won their division 11-6. Wild as fuck. So they just literally could not handle any game. They kept themselves in it, lost all the one-score games. The Jets would have been kind of in the running. The Bills would still been good. The Broncos would have been 15-2. We lost so many games this year by 1, 2, 3, 4 points. We lost so many by such a short margin. And then the one that really stuck out to me that was the Vikings. They went from 14-3 to 6-11 at the bottom of the division. The Bears would have been 9-8 better than the Vikings. So the Vikings feel like the opposite of the Jags, where all of those really close one-call games they just happened to win, and we all were like, "Oh my God, they're 14-2, they're amazing." And now it's like they barely won a lot of those games. It's now they have to play a real Rams team, and even if they win, they're on the road in Philly. So it's like that. That's a tough day. Well, I guess depending.
Either that or you're going back to Detroit.
Either back to Detroit. So either way, you're not in a good look. So I feel like this is where the Vikings. This is really their try or true. They need to dominate the Rams for it to be like, damn, they were also worthy of a 1 seed, but you can only give it to one person. One of those kind of things where it had to be the Viking. They're definitely, I felt better than the 5 seed, but this game will be the game that determines are they really or should they, or is that appropriate placement? Yeah, that thing being flipped, that was the biggest takeaways for me was the Broncos actually being good, the Bengals who we all knew would be there, the Ravens blowing everybody out or getting blown out, and then the Vikings being dog water without it.
So real quick, for our viewers and listeners, The post I sent, I'll actually share it from Cup of Sports. Catch the Blitz CTV. Um,
It's a good one.
it is a good one. I'll share it later after we're off air. But it's basically every one score game you flip the outcome of the game. So if it's within 8 points, 8 points or less, then you flip the score of the game to who the winner was. AFC North would then be won by the Cincinnati Bengals at 12-5, who tie the Ravens at 12-5 as well. But then get the tiebreaker just because of the way the schedule breaks down. The Jacksonville Jaguars go to 11-6 and win their division. The Bills are 11-6 and win their division. The Broncos are 15-2 and win their division. So that would mean your playoffs are the Broncos are the 1 seed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we would
15 and
have been
2.
dominant 50. Yeah, we would have crushed the AFC this year. That's
Yeah.
like we lost so many games that like we just shouldn't have lost.
And for the record, the just because it's fun to look at, the Kansas City Chiefs would be 5-12, which is
Yeah, wouldn't
not
be in the
that
playoffs.
crazy.
Yeah.
But it's crazy
And
that
like
they went
that,
15-2 and they
like
would have
and
went to
that
5-12.
even more so like proves my point of the Broncos. Like we could have been 15-2, been the 1 seed, had a bye.
Yeah.
We would have got shit on by the Ravens, Bills, or Chiefs in the second round. Like we
Yeah,
still
so
would have
then
not
the
showed up to the game we needed to.
Bengals are the 2 seed, and then 3-4 would either be the Jags or Bills.
Yep.
And then wild card
And
would be
Ravens
Ravens
or Bengals.
5,
Yeah, Ravens.
Chargers 6, and then the Jets at 7 at 9-8.
It's also really funny too. I read the one comment on that post and it says,
Great.
"What happened to the NFC West?"
Yeah.
I realized they didn't do the NFC West in that graphic.
Yeah.
The NFC West is missing. So
Yeah.
the Seahawks, Rams, 49ers, and
They did.
Cardinals.
They used
So
George
forgettable.
Kittle. They used George Kittle as the picture, and then
as
just
the picture,
forgot.
and then forgot
Yeah.
to do the NFC West. Yeah, you know that graphic guy is pissed. He said, "I
Yeah.
don't know why more people didn't click on this."
So yeah, that would just be crazy playoffs.
Yeah,
Crazy
it'd be super
outcomes.
wild to
But
see
you
everything
see,
flipped a little bit.
you see this stuff every year, so kind of cool
how
to look
close,
at.
Yeah, how important one score games are.
Here we
and
go.
but
Baker down 3 points. Is he gonna get the
pissed
comeback?
off. You know he's gripping the fuck out of that ball. Oh yeah, you know he's holding the hell out of that ball right now. Oh,
He wants a face mask. Are they gonna
I don't
give
think
it to
that
him?
really was though. It looked like he grabbed his jersey.
Looked more like a
this
horse collar
shirt.
than anything.
I don't even think that. It looked like he grabbed the top of his jersey.
You think?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it's just it's all jersey. He just pulled him down by shoulder. It was like right here. He
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
in.
Yeah,
He wasn't in
you're
up
right.
underneath. He just Baker flops his head back a little bit. It was a good tackle, but man, he's smacking your head off his knee and shit.
So yeah. Anyways, ready to wrap this episode up?
Yeah, give me a fun fact.
Give you a fun fact. 1 to 8. Give me a number.
Maybe 6 for Baker.
6. It is.
Ooh.
Ooh. It is impossible to hum while holding your nose.
I just did it.
While plugging your nose.
Hmm.
You gotta like entirely do it.
Okay, yeah,
It
okay,
just
okay,
stops.
Yeah, when you do it, it just stops.
Yeah.
Okay, that like popped my ears out. All right, fair enough. I was like, wait, what the fuck? And as soon as I squeezed harder, and like I felt my cheeks inflate. All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
So, yeah. Now that we're all holding our noses and
Man, my eyes
Good
watering.
stuff.
I didn't expect it. All of a sudden, my cheeks were full. I felt like I was choking. And then I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm in charge of this. Let go of my nose. Like let go of my nose. Just let go, dude."
so
All right. Well then, we'll be back Tuesday night with post game Monday night reference wrapping up, and we have college basketball kicking off right now. NBA. We had fights this weekend, all that good stuff, and then taking a look at what the next weekend will be for NFL playoffs.
Yeah,
which will be
divisional
sweet.
round.
Divisional rounds will be so
yeah.
fun. So
What's that?
yeah,
4
lots-
games, right?
yeah, four
Four
games.
games.
Yeah, Chiefs,
Probably
Lions are
2
both
Saturday,
gonna be
2
back,
Sunday.
and-
I'm guessing.
Yeah, yeah. They do their. Yeah, I think it's 4 and 8, and
And then college football Monday, so that'll be fun.
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we have another 3-day stretch of football again, which I
Yeah.
guess we technically usually. Well, no, we only have 2, but yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. Lots of football, all the good stuff.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
Alrighty.
All right,
Well,
appreciate
get
you
the
all.
time.
You can subscribe. Have a
Like and
great
subscribe.
Monday.
GG's.